As usual, I am about to say something that most business owners do not want to hear. Most of you do not have an algorithm problem. You have a content misunderstanding. And I see this constantly inside my Facebook group, inside the workshops that I teach live. People will come up to me and ask me questions after the events, and they'll say things like, my engagement is down. My sales are slow because the algorithm is hiding my posts, or I think the algorithm is suppressing my posts. But when I go and look at their content, the problem is normally immediately obvious. They are posting products over and over and over again. A picture of the product, a video of the product, a caption that says shop now. And then they're confused about why people are scrolling past it. But the truth is that posting your product is the weakest type of sales content you can create. Your customer is not waking up thinking about your product. You are waking up thinking about your product. Your customer is waking up thinking about their problem. And if your content does not connect your product to the problem they are experiencing, they're going to scroll past you every single time. So today I want to walk you through something that I call the content to cash method. It's not a formula. It's not a template. It's not a template. It is a way for you to diagnose your own content before you post it so you understand why the posts you already have are not leading to sales. And I promise you that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Welcome to All Gems No Crumbs. I'm Ikenisha, the AI business queen, and I help entrepreneurs turn strategy into systems, systems into sales, and effort into revenue. Inside this podcast, I'm breaking down the frameworks, automations, and decision-making strategies I actually use to grow my business, sell consistently, and build leverage without hustling or overcomplicating anything. If you're ready to build with intention and execute at a higher level, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. If someone tells me their content is not converting into sales, I mentally walk through 3 questions. And these are the exact same questions you should be asking yourself before you post anything. So we're going to get right into it. Question number 1. Does my audience understand the problem my product solves? This is where most product-based businesses get it wrong. Well, all of them, but mostly, we're going to talk about mostly product-based businesses today. They assume that the customer already understands why the product matters. But customers rarely buy objects. They buy solutions. And I'm going to give you an example. Imagine a skincare brand posting a picture of their moisturizer, like a nice lighting, nice packaging, cute caption, maybe even a model with the moisturizer on or putting it on. But the customer that's scrolling through Instagram has no idea what problem it solves, what makes this moisturizer different, why should they care? And again, I have told you all several times now that that's something that my mentor has taught us to ask before we post any type of content is why should they care? So they'll scroll right past it. Now, imagine a different post. Instead of showing the jar of moisturizer first, the post says, 3 reasons why your skin feels dry even though you moisturize every day. Now the person that's scrolling thinks, wait, that's me, and that truly is me. And now guess what? I'm paying attention now because I have a reason to. Because the content started with my experience of my dry skin, not your product that I don't give a F about. Because I'm all about me. Remember, people are naturally selfish, okay? If your audience does not understand the problem your product solves, your content will never, ever convert consistently, okay? So question number 2, have I built belief in my product? Even if someone understands the problem, they still have another question in their mind, and that is usually, will this actually work for me? Belief is one of the most overlooked parts of content marketing. People will scroll past something they might actually want simply because they're not convinced yet. So belief content can look like demonstrations, like live demos or even reels. You can have another piece of content that explains the ingredients. You can show how something is used. You can have comparisons, and you can have tutorials. So, for example, if someone sells candles, belief content might explain why certain waxes hold scent longer. If someone sells clothing, belief content might show how the piece fits different body types. I used to do that all the time. If someone sells hair products, belief content might explain why a certain ingredient works better for natural hair. Belief content turns curiosity into confidence, and confidence is what leads people toward buying because they are confident in the belief that your product is going to solve their problem. So, question number 3. Am I removing buying hesitation? This one is huge. People rarely scroll past a product because they hate it. Most of the time, they scroll past because they are unsure. They are thinking things like, is this worth the price? Will this work for me? Is this brand legit? Is this a scam? What if I buy it and I don't like it? Can I return it? Will I feel like returning it? I'm going to waste my money. Your content should be answering those questions before the customer even asks them. That's where content like this comes in. Customer reviews, results, behind the scenes content, packaging videos, testimonials. This type of content removes hesitation. And hesitation is one of the biggest killers of sales. So let me show you again what this looks like in real life, because once you understand this shift, content becomes much easier. So example number 1, this will be problem awareness content. Instead of posting the product, you're going to start with the problem. So we're going to talk about lip gloss throughout all of these examples. Okay. So example for problem awareness would be why your lip gloss keeps drying out your lips. Now the customer scrolling, who constantly reapplies lip gloss all the time, she suddenly feels seen. And now you have her attention. So now you can go into education content. Now you explain something your customer did not know. So the example could be the ingredient most lip gloss brands avoid using because it costs more. Now she's thinking, okay, this brand actually knows what they're talking about. And now belief is starting to build because of the education. Now, example 3, we're going to move into objection removal. So now you're going to remove that hesitation that we were just talking about. So an example could be 3 things customers always ask before trying our lip gloss for the first time. So now you're about to answer concerns. You're going to make your product feel safer to her. And now the buyer is mentally moving closer toward buying. So those are your 3 examples. You're going to do problem awareness. So you're going to make her aware of a problem, or that you know where her problem is and that your product can solve it. You're going to educate her, and then you're going to remove that hesitation. Now, ChatGPT becomes, y'all know I got to bring ChatGPT into it. It becomes extremely powerful when you use it strategically, which y'all already know. Because one of the hardest things for business owners is not creating a product, but it's figuring out what to talk about. So I know sometimes y'all sit there staring at your phone thinking, what am I going to post? What do I need to create? What should I post today? But instead of guessing, you can open ChatGPT, of course, and you can start asking smarter questions. So you could ask ChatGPT, what are common frustrations people experience with whatever product you sell? Or you can ask, what are questions customers ask before buying whatever it is that you sell? So now suddenly you're going to have content angles, you're going to have objections, you're going to have customer language that you can speak in, and you're going to have topic ideas. You're not going to have random posts, you're going to have strategic ones. So ChatGPT is not going to replace your thinking like I've told y'all before. It's going to help you structure it faster. And once you understand this, something important is going to shift. You realize that most content online is not actually designed to create sales. It's designed to fill space. Pretty pictures, trending videos, captions that really don't say nothing. But sales content does something different. It moves the customer through a decision journey, a funnel. And once you start thinking this way, everything about marketing is going to start to feel easier for you. Now, there's a simple framework that I use when I want content to lead directly to sales. It doesn't matter what type of content it is, and it's really good for really all business types, but especially product-based businesses, because you all know that's where I started. So I went live inside my Facebook group and I broke this down in detail. Inside that training that I did in my Facebook group, it's free, obviously it's a Facebook group, I taught my exclusive BETS sales content framework. That's BETS, bets, all bets are off, okay? So it's called my bets sales content framework. And I walk through exactly how I structure content using that framework so that people are not just posting randomly and hoping for the best, okay? I also showed how I can use ChatGPT to generate the content ideas in conjunction with Mogul. Mogul is my custom GPT. And so I use those to generate the content and the content ideas quickly, rather, so that way I'm not staring at a blank screen every day wondering what to post. So if you want to watch that training, please join my Facebook group. You will find it there. You can catch the replay. The link is in the show notes, of course, and if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously it's going to be in the description. So I want to say, if you take nothing else from this episode, I want you to remember that you don't need more content. You need better positioned content. You need content that's going to help your customer understand the problem, content that builds belief, and content that removes hesitation. And once those things are happening consistently, your selling is going to become easier because the customer has already been guided through the decision that you want them to make. And that is how content turns into cash. So make sure you catch me next week with another gem of advice, because I'm not going to leave no crumbs.